You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio and Fairfield County Talk Radio, produced by Shark Creative and made possible by Robeson, ENT and Allergy, and Hightower Westchester. Well, we're in Greenwich at the Greenwich Hyatt for the MGZ, the Millennial and Gen Z Awards, and it's presented by Westchester and Fairfield County Business Journals. And today, or tonight I should say, we have with us Ann Jordan, who's the publisher, associate publisher of the Westchester and Fairfield County Business Journals. Ann, I've known you a long time. It's great to be with you tonight, an exciting night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good tonight. Thank you. Andrew, it is so good to be here with you tonight, with your team here at Shark Creative. We are excited to have this event here in Greenwich at the Greenwich Hyatt Regency. We have a nice list of honorees this evening.
Can't wait to meet them. I know they'll be coming in shortly, and they have a lot to be proud of. And we were sitting here earlier talking about like Gen Z and millennials and when they were born, and it seems to be like a lot of confusion about that.
Yes.
But for our audience who doesn't know, we looked it up, and if you were born somewhere around 1980, 81 to 95, 96, you're a millennial.
You're a millennial.
And then you work your way into the Gen Z, which hopefully we'll see some of those tonight, from 1996 to about 2010.
Yeah, they're going to be on the older side of the Gen Z.
Okay.
Absolutely, because
great.
Having wine with an 8-year-old probably wouldn't go over very well.
I don't think that's going to work. And then, interestingly enough, we have the Gen Alpha comes after that, and I happen to have a couple of Alphas in my house, so that's where that goes. But tonight is all about Millennial and Gen Z. And Ann, I just have to ask you, what you should let our audience know, what exactly was the motivation behind this?
Sure, absolutely. So we publish the Westchester and Fairfield County Business Journals, and we reach business owners throughout Westchester and Fairfield who read the business journals daily, who can afford not to. But we realize that we need to kind of empower the younger generation who's coming up in the ranks of these companies and say, wait a minute, they're going to be taking over these businesses, and we want to engage them in the business and the business journals and honor them for what they do. I mean, there's you hear some, you might hear a negative thing about millennials or what. And what we see in all of the nominations, it's incredible what these millennials who are being honored tonight do. They're volunteers. They're doing wonderful things within their companies. And we're just so pleased. So we really recognized a need to recognize millennials here in Westchester and Fairfield. And we want them to stay. We want them to stay and be engaged and contribute to the community. And that's really why we wanted to introduce them to the business journals as well, but also to take an active role in the business community and all the not-for-profits that are out there and have them engaged,
It's a whole different culture. It's great to be back out again and have everybody getting back in the room and sharing thoughts and ideas and, coming from literally different generations now. It's nice to be able to reflect upon that. And we're going to see 3 different generations, in the room, or 3. It should be 3, maybe 4. Actually, there will be probably 4 different generations in the room tonight. And it would be nice to see how we coexist and we can all truly learn from one another. I'm really pleased to see some of the people on the list. I know one or 2 of them personally.
Yeah, one of your sponsors
is
winning.
Hightower
is winning.
Richard Flav's
Cuddy
a great
Fader,
guy. Cuddy and Fader,
and
us.
They're a sponsor as well. And, we have a wonderful turnout and a lot of, great attorneys who won. We had, a guy who, Harvest on Hudson. I mean, there's just a bunch of winners there tonight, people from the PR agency world, from the accounting industry. We have an accounting firm, Deloitte, who's sponsoring it, and they've been, really bullish on our events, and they're wonderful. And we're just very excited to see the turnout. And what's really nice, Andrew, is that we actually give each of our winners the opportunity to speak. which, in a lot of cases, people aren't allowed to do that because they're rushed off the stage. But we want to hear what they have to say.
What can people expect from tonight?
Well, first of all, Matt Scott is just an unbelievable MC. He's, the
Sure,
newscaster.
I know who he is.
He's so engaging. Oh, you're a Connecticut guy, so Matt Scott. He's, he does our 40 Under 40 as well, and he's humorous. He's off the cuff a lot, but he's engaging and humorous, and he'll have the event rolling. He'll have the audience, in stitches, and we're thrilled about that. And then you'll have a keynote from Iona University. So I noticed the emphasis on university
Yes.
because they are now newly named from college to
congrats to them
university.
for that.
Congratulations, absolutely. And then we will hear from, we will hear from the winners themselves, which is so nice. And so we're thrilled. And we've been doing this for about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how long it's been. I
about
know that
7 or 8
we've
years.
been here. We've
Yeah.
been a part of it. We're proud to be a part of it, and it's always a pleasure to talk with your folks and to get to know some of the up and coming, young people from both Millennial now and Gen Z. It's going to be an exciting night, and Ann, I know you're in for a treat tonight as well, and we'll be here. So,
Well, thank you. And listen, for all of you who are listening, if you are not currently receiving the news at noons from the business journals, please reach out to us. You can reach out to me personally. It's Ann at westfairinc.com. That's Ann with an E. I feel like the girl in Anne of Green Gables, and Ann with an E at westfairinc.com. Of course, millennials,
whatever it takes to get them to sign
millennials
up.
won't
Whatever
get that.
it takes, Ann.
But anyway, thank you so much.
And that's been going on for
What-
how long, by the way? The news at noon. Like 10 years or so?
I would say 12 years.
Okay.
I mean, it's been,
Yeah.
and
it's
it's
pretty,
wonderful.
It's a growing list.
No, it's a growing list.
You added one
and-
more today because I know I actually signed up. I must have re-signed up.
Oh, that's so
because
funny.
I had it at one time. I don't know what happened, but I did do it. So
Yeah, no, people really love getting the news at noons. And now we have a new one in the morning at 7 a.m. called Wake Up with West Fair. So if you're not receiving that, let us know, and we'll be happy to add
well,
you. And
Wake Up with West Fair, news at noon. Ann Jordan, it's great to be with you tonight. You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio and Fairfield County Talk Radio. And we'll be back with more Millennials and Gen Zs.